All right, let's bring up our first angler from Oklahoma on the non-boater side, Scooter Wright, coming up here. All right, so I kind of set the stage. I told you what we're doing. We're trying to advance these guys, turn around so they can see you at home on Bassmaster.com. You need 1-5 to take over first place on your state, which is where you want to end up at the end of the day so you can go to that championship. One fish. 2 pounds, 3 ounces, 2-3. There's your new leader for Oklahoma. Let's get a picture of those. Just hang them on that hook there. So Scooter Wright is leading Oklahoma on that non-boater side. He's all the way into 6th place. Pretty good check as well if you can stay up there. All right, put your fish back in there. We do have a microphone today, so we're going to give you guys a chance to say some thank yous, say some highs, tell us a little bit about, you know, I know the fishing was tough, so let's talk about the ones you did catch and how you caught them. And step up to the mic because you.
Well, now I'm nervous.
Yeah, you guys step up a little closer.
Yeah.
A little closer. A little closer.
You're making me really nervous.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to thank the boaters that put me around fish today. Travis Sneath, Chris Bosley, and Daniel Ward. Daniel, we had a grind today, and I appreciate you sticking with me, man. That was tough. We didn't get a bite until 1 o'clock, and we put up on a stretch of bank, and I bet we caught 30 fish, and that's what it took. And I can't thank him enough for stepping up and grinding with me. And Chris Bosley yesterday caught a good fish, and you know, it was a funny story on that fish. It was kind of a wrestle at the boat, and he, after he grabbed my fish and put it in and gave it to me, he told me, he said, "I hope your fish don't die, because I squeezed the guts out of him." So, but yeah, that's all I got. I just want to appreciate everybody at home. A lot of guys I fish with kind of taught me a lot through this. So, Tony Latta, he's taught me a lot. Scott Williford, Brandon Moss, he's here right now. You'll see him walk across stage. I'm just tickled pink. I can't say any more. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, good job. We'll see if you stay in that first place spot for Oklahoma. All right, next up, New Mexico Bass Nation boater Christian Gladfelter sitting in 3rd place overall. Right now, you need 214 to take over the team lead, and 215 will give you the tournament lead. 3 fish, 6 pounds, 2 ounces, 6'2". There's your new tournament leader with 22 pounds, 12 ounces. 22-12 for Christian Gladfelter from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jumps all the way into 1st place. All right, good job, Christian. Step over there to the mic a second, and we'll talk. We'll chat. I think I saw you doing some Was that you doing push-ups this morning?
Yes, sir.
He was doing push-ups in the boat.
It's been a cold one out there, man. It's been tough fishing. I think everyone ran into that toughness. I got on a big swim bait bite. Not a lot of people were doing it, and I caught these little dingler smallmouth on a big swim bait, and I stuck with it, and it worked for me. So
very good. Did you catch every one of them on the swim bait?
Yes, sir.
Every keeper that you brought in. You've got 22-12. We're going to see if that holds up. You got a good shot, I think. Anybody else you want to say hi or thanks to while you got the mic?
Just hi to all my family at home, and thanks to everyone who supports me to do this, because this is my life, man. I love it.
All right, very good, Christian. Grab your receipt as you go by, and we'll see where you end up at the end of the day. All right, Louisiana non-boater. Sitting in 1st place on the non-boater side for Louisiana already, so you're just going to put some distance between you and the next guys. 1 fish. You need 3 ounces to take over the tournament lead. 2 pounds, 5 ounces, 2.5, and there's your new tournament leader on the non-boater side with 9 pounds, 10 ounces. for Hunter Neville from New Iberia, Louisiana. Step up there to the mic. We'll talk to you a second. All right. And well, how'd you catch your fish this week, Hunter?
Crankbaits and jerkbaits mostly. It was tough fishing, but just got the bites, most of my bites in the boat, and got me sitting good.
All right. Got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
My parents for supporting me in fishing, and pretty much all my family back home supporting me.
Very good, Hunter. Good job. We'll see if that holds up for you. Garrett Kemp, Louisiana boater, coming up here next. And Garrett needs 2:14 to take over the Louisiana lead. On the boater side, 3 pounds, 9 ounces, 3.9. You are going to be in the lead on that boater side for Louisiana. Let's get a picture of those. Going to have you in 22nd place, so you're just going to be out of the money, but that's not what's important today. Important is moving on. And we're going to see if that's enough for you. I know these Louisiana guys don't get to catch too many smallmouth, if any. You ever caught a smallmouth before coming up here? Yeah, at Pickwick. Yep, there you go. Step up to that mic and tell us how you caught your fish or say your thank yous.
I caught all my fish this week on a suspended jerkbait and a Ned rig. I'd like to thank all my family and friends back home for the support. My wife holding down the fort, and I don't think my lead's going to last long, but I hope it does.
You never know. You never know. All right, we'll see. Just hang tight. Don't go anywhere. We'll see if that holds up for you. Nate Caldwell, Colorado Bass Nation boater. It needs to be a pretty good one, Nate. And it needs to be 3.5 to take over the Colorado lead. 2 pounds, 6 ounces, 2.6. That's not going to have you advance into the championship, but anyway, it's a struggle, a challenge this week, I would say.
Oh, no, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I need to thank my wife and everyone back home for letting me chase bass all over the place. I travel way too much doing this. Shannon, thanks for cooking us dinner every night. It was awesome. And thank you guys for having us out and putting on the show.
Thank you, Nate. I know we'll see you down the road sometime. Be careful traveling home. Bobby Maynard, Texas Bass Nation non-boater. He's bringing us 1 bass. You had 3.14 after yesterday. You need 1.3 to take over the Texas lead. 2 pounds, 8 ounces, 2.8. That's going to have you, let's get a picture of that. That's going to have you in the lead for Texas and in 6th place. So a pretty decent check for you, too, if that can hold up for you. All right, step right over there. How'd you catch your fish this week?
Well, I caught one fish on a jerkbait. We caught this fish here today on a rock collar, and then we caught some on the Ned rig.
Did you fish rocks?
We found a rock or two. Yes, sir, we did.
There are a few rocks in this lake.
Yeah, yes, sir. I just come back from Ivy, and coming from from Ivy to here, going from 20 pound to 8 pound is a culture shock.
It's different. It's all relative, though, right?
It's all relative.
And you may be moving on to the championship.
Well, I hope so, but there's a guy coming behind me. He could bump me.
He could bump you, you think?
Yeah, he's smiling over there, so I guess he did.
Do you know what he has?
No.
Okay, good. We like to keep it a secret. We don't like you guys talking back there amongst yourselves. We like to keep it a secret. All right. Well, we got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank the good Lord for another day. I'd like to thank my family and you guys, the state of Texas, and I do appreciate it. This will probably be my last. I just turned 70 years old, so it's kind of emotional for me.
Why is it going to be your last? Are you retiring or you just?
My bodies get tired.
I know some old guys. I know some 80-year-olds that are still doing it. You got time. You got plenty of time.
But it's time.
All right. Well, good to see you. And I hope maybe you make it on to the championship. All right, Oklahoma boater Brandon Moss coming up here next. You are leading your state right now, so you're just going to add to it 3 bass. You need 10-15 to take over the tournament lead. 6 pounds 4 ounces, 6'4". Going to move you up into 4th place, but most importantly, 1st place on that Oklahoma team, hoping to move on to the TNT Bass Nation Championship. And three nice fish there. All right, Brandon. Tell us about your week.
All I caught the fish on this week was a shaky head, every one of them.
And now we got a fish loose in the tank.
Is he loose in the
He's
tank?
loose in the tank.
He's probably harder to catch
That's
than
all
he
right.
was
We'll
the
get.
first time.
It'll be all right. We got an aerator up here.
I tell you what, I ain't never fished so slow in my life. It's been, I've sat on one spot for 3 days. I ain't spot locked, and it's been a grind.
Well, you caught 18 pounds 2 ounces off that one spot apparently. Yeah. So it might send you to the championship. We're gonna find out here in just a little bit. Anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Yep, I'd like to thank my wife first and foremost to letting me do this, and then my 3 boys pushing me to do it. And Texoma Tackle, if y'all haven't looked at them, look at them. They're really good quality baits. And Mike's Beef Jerky.
I like the beef jerky.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good job this week. We'll get the fish later. Grab your receipt. See if that holds up for you. Texas Bass Nation non-boater Glenn Hahn coming up next. Had 5 pounds after yesterday. 1 fish today. You're in 2nd place on your team. You need 1.7 to take over the Texas non-boater lead. 1 pound 12 ounces. 112. You are leading Texas. Let's get a picture. I mean, 112. You're very excited about that 112, and I would be too. I'm sure you worked very hard for it. Get a quick pic. Is that a spotted bass? Spotted bass. I think that may be the first one we've weighed in this week.
Ooh, what a grind. Well, I tell you what. Fun nonetheless. I got to thank all my boaters, Matthew, Jeremy, and Brandon. Every day was a different kind of boater. Every day was a different type of fishing for me. So just learning that and adjusting to those different boaters was a challenge, but it's also nice to be able to have different types of fishing going on.
And that's what's cool about this event, right? Is you know, you're going to get paired with 3 different people from 3 different states, or probably, most likely, and 3 different, you know, you might get paired with a Colorado person or a Louisiana, and they certainly don't fish the same. Nope. So you do get to learn a lot.
Yeah, it was fun. So I want to thank all them. I want to thank my family at home. Great time here. Awesome time here.
All right. Well, let's see if that holds up for you. You have 612 right now in 5th place. Oklahoma boater Matt Pangrack coming up here next. Had 8.6 after yesterday. 1 fish today. Unfortunately, it needs to be 9.13 to take over the Oklahoma lead. 2 pounds 3 ounces, 2.3. Let's get a picture. Matt wants to hold it up. Absolutely. 10 pounds 9 ounces. You are in 12th place, so that's within the check range right now. All right, Matt, so you came straight from Douglas, I believe, and are you going straight to Pickwick?
Yeah, headed to Pickwick.
Yes.
I look forward to this tournament, the regional, every single year. It's awesome to see guys from all the different states and take time off work. I mean, if you're from here, I understand the lake probably fishes a lot better than this. I believe John. He's always been trustworthy with me. We just got weird conditions, but a fun week. Caught 4 fish on 4 different baits, and Brandon is going to be representing Oklahoma at the Nationals. He got him dialed in, caught 3 a day, so hats off to him. But it's a fun week, and looking forward to getting back and chasing it again.
All right, sounds good. Good luck next week as well. Louisiana Bass Nation non-boater Ryan Fontenot coming up next. 4 pounds 3 ounces after yesterday. One fish. It needs to be a really good one. 5.8 to move on. 1 pound 11 ounces. 111. Not going to have you moving on,
Just
but
a little short.
hope you had a good time.
Had a wonderful time.
You got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Friends and family back home in Louisiana, supporting me, helping me get here. Westside Bassmasters, the club I'm in, did a lot to help me and the other guys from my club get here. Louisiana Bass Nation and Bass Nation in general. Thank you.
Thank you for fishing with us. Take your fish with you. Thank you. And your receipt. Sorry. Should have told you that earlier. Colorado Bass Nation boater Travis Sneath coming up here next. Had 10-3 after 2 days of fishing. 2 bass today. You need 3-3 to take over that Colorado boater lead. 3 pounds 6 ounces. 3-6 going to put you in the lead for Colorado. Let's get a picture of that. He says not for long. We'll see. You never know. You never know. Couple nice fish, though. £13 pounds 9 ounces for 3-day total for Travis. There you go. All right, Travis, you got anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Like to thank my wife Brittany and my son Wyatt for letting me do this. Colorado just had our qualifier 3 weeks ago down at Grand, and we've been on the road a lot, so hats off to all the Colorado boys who qualified for this. And like to thank Bass Cat Boats. They were awesome. Fisher Live is awesome. And Woo Tungsten, I caught all my fish on a drop shot this week. And the Woo Tungsten Invisa shot, I think, was pretty key for that. So thank you.
Awesome job. Good job this week. New Mexico non-boater DJ Buser Jr. had 2.5 after 2 days. 1 fish today. Needs to be 5-1 to get you in the lead for New Mexico. 1 pound 13 ounces. 113. Not going to get you a trip to Ouachita River, but you are inside the check line right now in 14th place. Get a quick picture of that. There you go. All right, you got any thank yous you need to say?
I want to thank Kansas for hosting this tournament. Had a great time all week. Had 3 great boaters. Shout out to Jesse from Kansas for today. We had a blast out there today. And shout out to my son here, Cole, for pushing me and making me join Bass and getting here to Kansas.
Good job, Cole, making him join Bass. That's what we want.
Yep.
We need to make more people join Bass.
Yeah, well, been a Bass member, but actually first year this year that I fished Bass Nation. So it was awesome. And, of course, shout out to my wife, Lavita, and my daughter, Amy, at home for supporting our passion. Thank you guys so much.
Very good. Be careful on your trip home. This guy made several Virginia Bass Nation state teams, moved to Texas, and made the first team he tried to fish for. Jeff Luger needs 2 pounds even to move into first place on the Texas boater side. 2 pounds, 11 ounces. 211, there's your leader on the Texas boater side, Jeff Luger. He's got 10-9, going to have him in 14th place inside that money line right now. It's a nice one. All right, Jeff, tell us a little bit about your week.
Well, as you said at the beginning, it was a tough week. I caught fish every day, but obviously not a lot of fish. Was fishing Z-Man TRD bug, not the Ned rig. Everyone else was throwing Ned rig, or a lot of guys, so I tried to do something a little different. And the TRD bug's a great little crawfish imitator, fishing it on a Z-Man Pro Shrooms Ned head. and just trying to fish deeper banks with rock. Of course, as you said, the lake's got a lot of rock, but I lost one today and broke one off today, but that's fishing. Don't know what they were for sure, but enjoyed the lake. The state parks here are great. The hospitality's been great. Unfortunately, the weather, I think, made the fish do things I couldn't figure out. But I do want to thank the Texas Bass Nation, thank our president and all the members there, all the officers and everyone there for all they did. We had a great week up here with the team. I want to thank Bass themselves for putting this on and giving us the opportunity to do it. And I'd also like to thank my wife for all the support and allowing me to do this, and all my sponsors.
Very good. We'll see if that holds up for you, Jeff. All right, your Kansas Bass Nation president and also fishing as a non-boater on the Kansas team, Richard Heflin. Coming up here, had 3-7 after 2 days. You are in first place on the non-boater side. Is there any more non-boaters behind you from Kansas? No? 2 pounds, 10 ounces, 210. And if that is true, you'll be going to the Bass Nation Championship. Unofficially, our first confirmed, unofficially. I can't unofficially confirm something. Can I? I guess I can. I can do whatever I want. Unofficially going on to the TNT Bass Nation Championship, Richard Heflin. So you won't have to take part in the president's meetings. That's the first thing that you don't have to do while you're fishing.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your week.
Well, it was a tough week. I drew some good boaters this week. I'd learned something the first day with the boater that I drew that kind of keyed me in for the second day, and that's how I caught my big fish the second day. We were throwing jerk baits, and he was ripping them really hard, and that's what I started doing the second day, and I caught a nice fish, and so kind of went from there. But today it was not a jerk bait bite for us, so I switched over and threw a Ned rig, caught my fish a little before noon, I think. But I want to thank my wife, all the Kansas Nation. We got some of our board members here today. We do want to thank Acorns for hosting this, Bass for coming out. I want to thank my wife and family for letting me do this and do the Kansas Nation stuff as well. That takes time outside of fishing to do that. But so I want to thank those folks.
It is hard to be the president. There's several here that try to fish and try to compete, and usually it doesn't work out very, very often that a president gets to qualify for the nation championship, which you have done. So congratulations. I would like to know one thing. What highway will you guys all be working on tonight?
Well,
so I just don't want to run into you because there's a big fine. There's a big fine, if you run into a highway worker.
Well, a little story behind that. I'm colorblind, so I like bright colors. So I picked out a few colors on the website. I asked my wife to come in and take a look at them. She said, "Hey, those look pretty good." So that's what we ended up with.
But you next time you got to say, you do know that John is not going to cut me any slack for my color. So make sure that it's.
I already got it figured out for next year. It's K-State colors.
Okay. If you want to do that,
For those of you that don't know, John is a KU fan.
That's right. That's right. Well, congratulations anyway. Good job this week, and we'll see you at the championship. New Mexico boater Jeremy Fuentes, also state president. 9-2 after yesterday. Unfortunately, you need 13-11 to move on to the championship and not have to take part in the meetings. 1 pound, 15 ounces, 115. You are in 11th place, so that could be a check for you. Let's get a picture of those right quick, or that one right quick. Almost a 2-pounder. All right, Jeremy, step up there and let's hear about your week. And
it was a fun week. You know, the snow was awesome. We don't see much of that. I'm from southeastern New Mexico. We get some snow, but not this much. I had a pretty good week. I got on a jerkbait bike. I found on practice actually the day it snowed. I didn't have anything before that. I got onto a jerkbait bite. I did the same thing all 3 days. I was among the top anglers here that are all on the top of the leaderboard, and I missed some opportunities, but that's fishing, right? I do want to thank my wife and kids back in Carlsbad, New Mexico, for all their support, let me fish, bearing with me, and I also want to give a shout out to Mike and Catherine. They're watching Bass Live back at home in Carlsbad, and hopefully he makes it next year.
Very good. Congratulations on a good week. You ready? Nick Luna, Kansas Bass Nation boater. You got anybody in Kansas behind you? He does not. He's already leading his state, so it looks like you're going to the championship, Nick. 1 fish today, 1 pound, 9 ounces, 1-9. Good job. Going to have you 14-9 for the week. 5th place overall. That's a pretty good check right there, if you can stay there. But most importantly, you're moving on to the TNT Bass Nation Championship, unless somebody sneaks up behind you, but I don't think that's going to happen. Good job, Nick. And tell us a little bit about your week.
First of all, I just want to say I'm grateful just to be standing on the stage with these guys today on this Friday. Fishing's been tough for me in practice, tough for a lot of guys too, I think. And there's a lot of guys that wish they could be in some of these guys' shoes today. And I just want to say I'm grateful and thankful. Kansas Bass Nation, B.A.S.S, thank you very much. I want to give a shout out to my parents back home. I know they're watching. Their support's awesome. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. My girlfriend too. I don't know if she's watching or not. Maybe she is, but just appreciate it from everyone. Thank you.
Very good, Nick. Good job. Congratulations. Looks like you're moving on. Chad Petrie, Texas Bass Nation boater. All right, Chad. You got any Texas guys behind you? All right, so if you take the lead on the Texas team, you're going to be going to the championship. 3 fish. All you need is 13 ounces. 7 pounds, 5 ounces, 7.5. There's your leader and representative for Texas on the boater side at the TNT Bass Nation Championship. Absolutely. Puts you in 5th place right now on that boater side. Be worth $800 to you if you can hang on to that position. Good job, Chad. Step right over there to the mic and
what's going on, John?
Tell us a little bit about your week. You've 17 pounds, 2 ounces, 5th place. So, relatively speaking, a great week.
That's 1 bag back in Texas.
It is.
That's 5 fish. No, it's been tough. It's been tough. 3 fish the first day, 1 the second. I was stressing really hard that day, and thought the whole thing was going to fall apart, man. 3 fish today, blessed to have those 3. Caught them on a Ned rig when I could, when I was getting hung too much. Pull out a crankbait like a rock crawler or a storm. And then the last thing I caught them on was a Senko. Caught them on a Senko on the dam, just fishing real slow right behind all these guys. Very tough to do so. There's a lot of good fishermen out here. Real quick, I want to thank Mom, Dad, Caitlin, Randy Fleeman, Keith Glasby, all these guys that I'm fishing against. They're great competitors, and we had a good time out there for the most part.
All right, congratulations on a good week. Looks like we'll be seeing you at the championship. All right, Louisiana Bass Nation boater David Cavell. He's 1 bass. 1 bass for you. You know how much you need to move on? Roughly? Exactly 13 ounces. You think these guys don't know what they need to be moving on?
I really didn't, but
He said 13 ounces, that's what he needs.
pretty good at math, just not algebra.
3 pounds, 5 ounces, 3.5. Looks like David will be moving on to the Bass Nation Championship. Been there many times before, 5 times, I think. So 5th time, looks like you'll be going back to the Nation Championship, and it's in Louisiana.
Yeah, but it's not a place that that is well. This is Mike Tyson behind us right here. I guess that other one's Evander Holyfield that we're going to. But yeah, it's been a very tough week, and I need to thank my wife and my daughter Chloe, Tiffany. Hello, and it's been a struggle. I mean, our team doesn't normally finish like it did this week. It normally rock and rolls, and it put it to us this week. And I was very fortunate that other people didn't catch them. And I do want to thank. There's one rock in that lake that I caught all 3 fish this week. And about noon, I lost one of my 3 pounds, and I said, "There goes my shot." But I caught one at 1 o'clock. Caught all 3 of them. I want to thank Fred King on a Delta lure. Thunder Rock jig. It's just a vibrating jig with a 3/4 ounce head that goes through the rock real good. And he specially made them for me, and I really want to thank him, and I'm ready to go.
All right, sounds good. I think we'll see you down in Monroe.
I'm going to see you tonight and eat some boudin.
Yeah, come on. And Dave brought us some boudin. We're going to cook it up tonight after we break down. You're welcome. And come show us how to eat it. I know you can do that. I know you can do that. All right, good job, David.
Hey, thank everybody. Bass Nation, Centenary Anglers would not be here for them. Kevin Gobert, I know I can talk forever up here. I like microphones. I got a radio show.
You can't. Yeah, that's all right.
So, Jeff Luger, I wish he made it. A lot of people, y'all fished hard. This lake handed it to us. And John Stewart, Alan, and the crew, y'all are blessed people and awesome.
Thank you. Take your fish with you. And your receipt. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you can have them all. All right, representing Colorado, lives in Oklahoma, sitting in 2nd place. Do you know how much you need? No clue. 5 ounces. Ooh. 2 pounds, 5 ounces, 2.5. Looks like you'll be going to the championship. Jared Miller from Oklahoma representing Colorado. Awesome job.
I got a good story for you.
All right, let's hear it.
It's going to give a little secret, some secrets away. I don't know if they want to know.
I'm fine with that.
Christian still leading New Mexico? New Mexico guy, you leading it still?
Yep.
He's leading it.
Yep, he's leading it.
Fishing down the dam today. Just fishing along, and I looked down in the water, and I'm like, looks like a fish on the bottom. I look closer. It's a lure. Looks like a little fish. Poke my rod down there and grab a hold of it, and I pull up a mag draft, white one, pearl. Think that's what he caught every fish on this week. Here you go, buddy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is yours, right? Or you're not just saying that's mine.
Yep.
Good job.
So that might have won him the tournament right there.
Maybe.
I had it in my hand.
You've got 15-10, 6th place, but most importantly, you're going back to the nation championship.
Yep, I'm excited.
So how'd you catch your fish, though, this week?
Caught him flipping a baby brush hog and a turd, Ned rig. Too.
On the dam?
Caught
most of the
some
time?
on the dam, yeah.
Saw
I
you.
caught some in the muddy
After
water, too.
breakfast, I went down the dam every day after breakfast.
I was there.
And counted the 13, 14, 15 boats that were all along there.
Yep,
following
there's a lot
each
of
other.
us.
Yeah. But I
I'm
think
excited to go back to Louisiana. I fished the national championship at that spot.
Yep.
10 years ago, maybe.
we've been there several times. Been there like 4 times.
Yep.
So it should be a good event. Anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
I don't think anybody's watching at home.
All right. All right. Well, good job. All right. We're getting down to it. New Mexico Bass Nation boater Chris Bosley coming up next. 1 fish. Do you know how much you need to get into the lead for New Mexico? I don't know. You need 3.6. 3.6.
It's a good fish, but it's not 3.6.
3.6 is what you need. Let's see what it is. 3 pounds, 14 ounces. 3.14. Going to put you in the lead of the tournament right now. Just took over the lead. 23 pounds, 5 ounces. Let's get a picture of that fish. Didn't think it was 3.6. It was 3.14. Not only put him in the lead for New Mexico, but first place in the tournament. Like that fish. What you thinking now?
As always, all the glory to God. Thank Him for His Son, Jesus Christ. Thank my wife and daughter back home for all their support. My dad got to travel with me as a co-angler. I think everything he does for me, he's the reason I'm out here. He turned me on to fishing when I was. He's doing the same with his grandson now, and y'all see him around, I have no doubt. But all my friends and family back home, both in New Mexico and Texas, thank every one of you. I thank Bass Nation, John Stewart, the whole crew. Thank y'all tremendously. I'll be honest with you, I did the math wrong. I thought I had to have more weight. I thought that's about what I had to have. So, total shock. Christian, hey man, hats off to you. You rocked. You stayed on them down there, and it was a mental grind. And those guys that could stay in it mentally, you know, I know my non-boaters, every one of them every day. I don't know. They may have thought I was crazy because I was trying to count every rock on the bottom with a Ned rig and turn every rock over with a crankbait. And, you know, it was getting tougher and tougher to catch those fish. They'd seen a lot of baits. As you mentioned, there's 14 or so boats down there most of the time. So just elated. I don't know what else to say.
Well, you're leading the tournament, so I'm going to let you take those fish over to the boat and grab your receipt. And there's only one more boater in line, so come right back after you take those fish to the boat. Because I see 2 anglers left. One of them's a non-boater, one of them's a boater, so we're getting ready to crown some champions. Let me see. Let's see. Hunter Neville, where you at, Hunter? Come on up here, Hunter. Hunter is leading the non-boater side with 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Step up to that mic there, buddy. What do you think? You have any idea what he's got?
No clue.
Well, good. Good. We want to keep it we want to make it a surprise.
Yep.
Are you nervous?
Very.
You're twitching over there. Like to take home that trophy over there?
Hopefully so.
I can tell you he's got 1 fish in his bag. He needs 2 pounds, 4 ounces. 2.4. That's not much.
Nope.
15-inch fish, 2.4.
Yep.
You ready? You ready to do this? All right, Missouri non-boater Ray Cates. He needs 2 pounds, 4 ounces. It's either going to be Ray or Hunter taking home that non-boater trophy. 2 pounds, 1 ounce, 2-1. Hunter Neville's going to be the champion. We're going to let Ray get a picture and say a few words before we make the trophy presentation. Puts him in second place with 9 pounds, 8 ounces. Good news, Ray. You're going to the championship because you did end up first place on the Missouri team, so you're going to the championship. May not have won the tournament. You're in second place, but you're going to the championship. So that's the important thing. You still got a shot at the Bassmaster Classic.
Right. I felt like last night I needed 2 fish in order to advance to win the tournament, and then just didn't get the bites today. Caught my first fish right over here on this jetty before the boats even got out of the launch area and never got another bite the rest of the day. So.
Anybody you want to thank or say hi to?
Just say hi to my wife and family and the guys from the Leavenworth Bass Club, and that's about it.
All right. Well, congratulations on a good finish anyway, and take your fish to the boat. Let's make this official. Hunter, come on up here. Your 2021 TNT Bass Nation Central Region non-boater champion, Hunter Neville, representing Louisiana. That is the most I've seen him smile all week. What'd you think now?
I don't even know what to say. I mean, I did what we found in practice and stuck with some of the same patterns and just got the bites I needed in the boat.
How old are you, Hunter?
18.
18. Not the youngest we've ever had fish the Nation Championship, but pretty close. We've had a 16-year-old fish, but I'm not sure we've had anybody in between there. So you might be the second youngest we've had at the Nation Championship. Good job this week.
Yeah, it was tough, but I enjoyed it.
All right. Well, congratulations. Hunter Neville, one more time. Hunter Neville, your non-boater champion. Chris, come on up here and step over to the mic. I should have done this on the non-boater side first. Tell us about your week. Don't tell us anything about today. Just tell us about your week and say your thank yous and all that.
You know, it's been a pretty good week for me. I had a really, really tough practice. Didn't catch hardly any fish at all. Really did more narrowing down the lake to what I knew I was going to do, and I just kind of boiled down to Ozark pattern of fishing bluff walls with a crankbait, and was fortunate enough the first day to get the wind from the north. I never thought I'd want to fish 25-degree temperatures with north wind at 20 mile an hour and 6 and 7 foot swells, but that was the case, and that was the pattern. You had to get in the worst stuff you could find and just grind it out. Luckily, everybody else stayed in the calm water. I had the water to myself, but it was just tough. I lost 2 or 3 key fish the first day, too. Just hard to get in there without getting on the bank and land those fish. But ground out the second day, that wind changed around, and so I had to go to the other end of the lake and start finding those waves again. Was able to piece together those 2 fish yesterday. Today, yeah, it's slick, and it didn't work very good. So ran a lot of water. I think I've fished every bit of rocky shoreline in this lake. Lost a few rock crawlers in the mix. So, but a great week. Got to say thanks to my wonderful wife, Lucy's been here yelling the whole time, and my family at home. They've all been rooting and texting. I think I had 300 and something emojis and comments on my Facebook this week, so can't thank everybody enough. Just thrilled to get through it. Ouachita River got me to this tournament, and now I get to go back there.
What about the 7-pounder? How'd you catch that one?
I caught that 7-pounder on a rock crawler first thing in the morning. I actually caught it off a boat ramp first thing in the morning. I caught that the first morning within the first 30 minutes. He was pretty shallow. I was about to freak out. My co-angler, he kind of worked me through some CPR, I think, there. He's like, dude, you got to breathe, man. You got to breathe. You got to breathe. Because it was something to catch a fish of that caliber here.
Well, you're the last one to weigh, so that big bass money is all yours. $500. You're going to be taking that home no matter what happens. There are some buddies of mine out here that would like to know exactly what boat ramp that is right now.
It's not too far from here. So
a lot of boat ramps on this lake.
Oh, my.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Come on up here. Let's bring the leader back up here. Chris Bosley, come on up. Let you say a few things. What are you nervous right now?
I'm always nervous when it comes to the end of this thing.
There's going to be one of you two, Chris or Chris, going to be the nation champion. Both of you are going to the championship. That's the good thing. That's the good thing. All right, let's do this. Here we go. You need 3 pounds, 14 ounces to knock off Chris Bosley. Alan's going to bring up the fish. Come on. No fish for Chris Johnson. Chris Bosley is going to be your TNT Bass Nation champion. Let's make it official. Chris Bosley, your boater side TNT 2029 Bass Nation Central Region champion. Total weight of 23 pounds, 5 ounces, 23.5. Just knocking out Christian, had 22.12. Close race there. Congratulations on a great week, going to the championship. You're now 3 competition days away from the Bassmaster Classic. What has that sunk in yet?
I guess it has a little bit now. You know, I've been fortunate enough to be there twice prior with y'all and didn't fare very well. Hopefully I can get past some of those nerves now. And talking with my non-boater today, he spent a little time down there in the past, and he's assured me it won't fish quite like we fished here today. So looking forward to go grind out some shallow water and have a great time. Again, thank you, Bass, tremendously. I appreciate it. Safe travels for everybody going home. Everybody be blessed.
One more time, your 2021 Bass Nation Central Region champion on the boater side, Chris Bosley, 23 pounds, 5 ounces. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on Bassmaster.com. Thank everybody for coming out. We're going to go backstage here, make sure everything's official, and then we'll come out and announce all the other state champions that are moving on to the TNT Bass Nation Championship, and we'll give out a little bit of money. So thank you all for the Bass staff, for the Gary County Convention and Visitors Bureau, for the folks here at Acorns, and all of our sponsors. My name's John Stewart. Thank you and have a great night.